Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout 76 and the thrilling Wasteland adventures of Old Man McRib, where we're playing through the entire Wastelanders questline, making as many evil choices as possible, all while wearing nothing but a bathrobe and doing most of our fighting with a walking cane. If you're interested in Old Man McRib's build and weapons, I went over that in episode 7, and it hasn't really changed since then, so I'll link it in the eye just in case you want to check it out. Otherwise, let's just jump into it. In our last episode, we learned all about Vault 79 with the Overseer at VTU. Now, we need to go tell the settler groups about it, meet the people they think will make a good crew to break into the vault, and ultimately decide who to side with. I'm gonna start by talking to Paige at Foundation, then we'll go see Meg at Crater and do the first of the Raider quests. Let's go talk to Paige.
The Vault Dweller from 76. What is it?
Say I wanted to hire your crew to break into a vault. Could you do it?
We're usually in the build, not break business. But sometimes you gotta demolish an old space, so... maybe. Why? Which vault are you talking about?
That's for me to know.
Then we can't really help, can we? Vaults have a lot of similarities between them, but they can be all kinds of weird on the inside. You want us to help? We need to know more.
Fine, it's Vault 79. Check out these blueprints.
Huh. Oh, I see. Interesting. Client was obviously paranoid about security. Lasers, turrets, super thick walls. This is about that treasure, isn't it? So it's not bull after all. It's in this vault, and you want us to help you get it.
Yep, you get the picture, and you get a cut. You just understand one thing. Old Man McRib is in charge of this operation.
I can think of a few ways that gold could help us. So you just need someone to do a job, huh? Yeah, we know the drill. Long as we get paid, we won't have any problems. But let's talk practical before we sign on. The demo work for bringing down a vault needs serious equipment.
You don't have something that can do the job already? Aren't you a bunch of construction workers?
If it was just cutting, lifting, a little mortar work, we got that covered. But that's not what you're asking for. We need to find a weak point in this structure and bust through it. That means drilling into reinforced lead-lined concrete and steel. You find us something that can do that, we can handle finding the right spot to hit for you.
Construction crew without its own equipment. I'm regretting this partnership already.
Yeah, so am I. You don't like reality? Deal with it. Get out there and find us a drill for this crazy plan of yours. Appalachia is your stomping grounds, right? This whole area was mining country. Plenty of drilling companies around for you to look into.
And with that, we complete Overseer Overseen, though we still have the option to go talk to Meg and the Raiders, which is exactly what we'll do. The game doesn't force us to present the Vault 79 info to both sides, but we're going to run through both all the way up to the point of no return, so Paige's Trade Secrets quest can wait for now. Let's see how Meg reacts to the Vault 79 discovery.
Appalachia belongs to us. There ain't nobody that can prove me wrong. Looks like your little inoculation worked like a charm. We've established your usefulness, but don't mistake our gratitude for hospitality. Yet here you are. That tells me you're not here just to waste my time. You want something. And it must be important, else you wouldn't be barging in here like you run the place. Out with it.
Yeah, I need you to promise that I'll be rewarded for this information first.
Now you gotta be smart enough to know I ain't gonna promise you anything. It's just where we're at, 7-6. So if you want something from me, you better get to talking.
Fine. The treasure here in Appalachia, it's real. Locked inside Vault 79.
Well, if that don't pique my interest, please go on. What exactly, pray tell, is inside this Vault 79?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
You playing with me, fool? You better out with it before you try my patience. What's in the vault?
Not gonna let me dance around this, are you? It's the U.S. Treasury's supply of gold. All of it.
This is a fascinating turn of events, ain't it? The things I could buy with that gold. You know, I heard rumors about it round here. Of course, the last sucker who tried to use the location of the trove as a bargaining chip is still dangling from a wire outside as we speak. Liars get wires, you dig? So let's pretend for a moment I don't believe you. What you got to convince me?
I need to convince you, huh? Okay, well, guess what? This is a limited time offer, Meg. I can always take it to somebody else.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Now hold on just a hot minute. I didn't say I wasn't interested. What's your deal? You got plans for this thing or what?
I do. Well, mostly. I've got schematics for the vault with me. You want to take a look?
Shit. You know I could just kill you and take this, right? You got a lot to learn before you can roll with us, 7-6.
You try anything and I'll break you in half.
Oh, I like the cut of your jib. Maybe there is hope for you. Toss it up on the board and let's see what you got here.
Then we'll go toss it up on the display board and see what Meg has to say now.
I assume you're coming to me because we got the skills to get into this here vault. But you know, we ain't gonna do this out of the goodness of our hearts, baby doll. Oh, no, no. I'm gonna expect a significant cut of the goods inside. So we're gonna have ourselves an agreement here, see? I supply the people power. You supply the location. We all get inside, we nab the goods. You get a nice fair little cut, and we all make out like bandits, you dig?
And I suppose we just trust each other not to screw each other over?
Always be upgraded.
Showing your cards early, 7-6.
We ditched Margie
Look,
for Meg.
I may be a nasty cutthroat survivor, but I stick by my word. I won't yank your chain. Not like that bitch Rose.
No kidding.
What kind of cut are we talking about, Meg?
I don't know, 50% of whatever we take in? Now remember who's gonna do all the heavy lifting in there. If the treasure's half as good as you say, it should be more than enough to set you up for life. And if you impress me enough, maybe you get to roll with us. That is, long as you're cool with people calling you a raider.
Yeah, Meg, I'm not just a grumpy old man, I'm a cheap old man, too. I want a bigger cut of the loot.
Yeah? Well, I'd like my mama back from the dead in a world that ain't burned up like a post-nuclear turkey dinner. But we don't always get what we want. Look, I know it ain't what you want to hear, but maybe you get a little bonus if you prove you're worth it, alright?
Meg's got a plan.
So, first things first. We gotta have a plan to crack that big-ass vault door wide open, right? Easy peasy, light and breezy. That's a job for Lucky Lou, our demo expert. If he can't explode it, then it ain't from this earth. Now, Lou can be a real shut-in, on account of his, skin condition. But I trust him more than just about anybody. Why don't you go see him in his room down below? Introduce yourself. Fill him in on the plan, then do whatever prep work he needs you to do, you dig?
Alright, I think that's enough chit-chat. You got it. I'll go talk to Lou.
Right on, 7-6. Do your thing. Just try to keep this on the down low, alright? Don't want the entire camp knowing what's going on yet. Only tell who I say to tell, you dig?
You'd think the Blood Eagles would work with us, but no.
Come to
They're
think of
only in
it,
it for themselves.
I haven't seen Lou in a while. Oh well. At least he's got you to check up on him.
We make our way downstairs and then into Lou's room, which we find completely empty with just a note that he left behind. Lou's goodbye note. Once we meet Lou, we'll hear his very strong Western Pennsylvania dialect, which I'm not even going to try to imitate. But let's read the note. Gone forever. Don't get nebby and come looking. I ain't gonna be an eyesore around here no more. I already told Fisher he's got claim to all my stuff. The rest of you can fight over the scraps. Now we need to get information on Lou's whereabouts from Fisher. But before we talk to him, let's find his terminal and see if he's hiding anything there. Thanks to the Master Infiltrator legendary perk that we can equip because we have another character that's over level 300, we can pop right into Fisher's terminal and hack away and see just how many secrets he might be keeping. First, we'll look at quick notes and see what's in there. Find out who took my pipe wrench. Break their kneecaps with it, if time allows. Talk to Lev. Tell him I'm in. Talk to Meg. I can't fix everything for everyone. Put in an order with Ren to send people to look for the following supplies: screws, copper wires, duct tape, solder, and fuses. Nothing here about Lou. Incoming and outgoing messages are both access denied, so let's try tech logs. Let's look at the entry for the Vox collar. I almost wrote off Monongah Township as a whole, but that one house on the outskirts of town proved fruitful in my search for old tech. A scientist named Dr. Harrison built a functioning interpreter for animal sounds. With a little bit of tinkering, I was able to improve upon his work. It should allow a human or animal incapable of speech to produce words we can understand. For now, it's limited to the voice library that Dr. Harrison provided, but if it works, I can always add more. Nothing here about Lou, but that may be pertinent information nonetheless. Let's keep looking. Let's try the tracking beacon. The latest salvage from the station yielded some fancy radio equipment I haven't seen before. What's unique about this is how small they managed to make it. I suppose that size is a concern when bringing equipment to space. I constructed a basic tracking device and built it into the collar. It seems Weasel was able to follow Lou's trail, and by using a simple radio, I can tune to track down Weasel's and therefore Lou's location by following the tones from the tracking device. If Meg finds out I let him go, or that I know where he is, she'll have my head. Best to find an opportunity to slip away and get them back before anyone notices they were gone. So now we have some information to confront Fisher with. Let's meet him and shake him down for some more information on Lou.
You're the new guy, aren't you? I seen you talking with Meg and poking around. What brings you to me?
My legs. I just walked over from there to here.
Oh. Heh. That was funny, yeah. But really, what can I do for you?
I found a note from Lou that says he took off. He mentioned you in it. What do you know about his disappearance?
Lou, huh? I didn't know he was gone. Maybe he was just tired of being cooped up in that hole of his and went for some fresh air?
Yeah, you're obviously lying, so we'll do this the hard way then, and the hard way's got way more punching.
Okay. You got me. I confess, I intentionally misled you. But it's not what you think. I had to do it. I promised Lou I would try to throw people off his trail if they came looking for him. I was hoping he'd come to his senses, return by now, and this wouldn't be necessary. Truth is, I'm worried. When he left, he was more glum than usual, like something was weighing heavy on his mind.
Is there some reason he might be depressed?
He's always a little surly. It's possible it's on account of his condition, but he's had years to adjust. Sure, some of the others don't like the way he looks, but they still respect him, I say. I don't know a soul who wouldn't take a bullet for Lou. Not that he needs it. Every curse somehow turns into a blessing for him. In fact, if I was still a religious man, I would say God watches over him and has special plans for Lou here on this earth. Lou's one of the luckiest men alive. He's over 95 years old and still fit as a fiddle. Sharp as a tack. I've witnessed over a dozen times where something should have rightly killed any normal man. But not Lou.
If Lou's so lucky, why would he leave like this?
To be honest, I don't know. He came to see me before he left. I was busy working and only half listening, but I think he said something about feeling like a burden. He's never been a burden on anyone. He gives to himself and does more than his fair share of work.
All right, I think I've had enough of all this conversation. Just tell me where he is.
I don't know exactly. I've got a friend looking for him. Sent her out right before you came to me. She's a great tracker, but she hasn't come back yet. Lou can be stubborn, so maybe she's having trouble convincing him to come back. My friend has a difficult way with words, so I can see that being part of the problem. Maybe you can go help talk some sense into old Lou.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but that doesn't tell me where I need to go. That was your job and you still haven't done it.
Oh, right. Pardon me. Since my tracker buddy went off alone, I rigged up a tracking beacon I could use to find her, just in case she ran into trouble and, wasn't able to make it back. I don't think that's the case here, but fair warning, this might lead you to a dead end. In which case, I'm sorry. You can use your Pip-Boy to track the beacon's radio signal. The closer you are, the more it will ping. It should get you to where you need to be.
I sure hope this leads me to Lou, and for your sake, you should hope so too.
Me too. It would be a shame if this were all for naught. Good luck and Godspeed.
That we'll need to follow Fisher's tracking signal into the Wasteland if we want to find Lou. It leads us to a new location, Carleton Mine, and when we walk inside, we meet a rather interesting new individual.
Hello? I was not expecting anyone.
Yeah, I'm here looking for Lou, not friendly banter with whoever you are.
They call me Weasel. I am also here to find Lou. I tracked him here.
Is there something wrong with your voice?
I can't speak. The man, Fisher, made this collar to let me speak words. It is not perfect, but it works. He found the machines. No. The science. No. That is also not right. Technology. Yes, it has trouble interpreting some words.
Your name's Weasel, huh? Well, that's an unusual name.
Not my real name. I was with a different gang until I snatched. No, ratted on someone. They used a red-hot poker to burn my voice box. Now I am with Meg and her gang. They like me, but when they found out why I could not talk, they programmed this thing so I could only say my name is Weasel. That way, people know I was a rat.
Well, okay then. What kind of words does this thing have trouble with?
The vocals. Box cable. Word list was not complete. For example, there are no bad words. I have been trying to say bad words this whole time, but they do not come out. If I try, I can say them in other ways. Poop. Fornicate. Hot underground place.
Well, this is a bit out of character, but she's an interesting character, so how does the collar let you speak?
Fisher knows how it works better than I do. He found a science person. No, a scientist's house in Mananga. The scientist was working on a device to let animals talk. Fisher made it work for me and improvised. Made it work better, mostly.
All right, no more time to chat. We need to find Lou. Any idea where he is?
Lou is deep inside the mine, but he does not want to be found, and it is dangerous to go alone. We can find him together. You lead. I will follow.
All right, Weasel, have no fear. Old Man McRib will lead the way. With that, we head deeper into the mine shaft, where we find some big locked doors and an intercom, from which we'll hear Lou's lovely voice and that heavy Western Pennsylvania accent for the first time.
I don't want no one getting hurt on account of me.
Well, I guess if we want to talk to Lou, we're going to have to talk through this intercom.
This better be good.
Hey, buddy, tone down the hermit act. I'm here to help you.
No help needed. Yins can help by going back where you came from before our cave us in. So, unless you want me buried tonight, get out.
Are you really going to kill both of us?
I don't want to kill nobody I don't know for no reasons. But that's life now. I gave you a choice. I hope you get the hell on out before I detonate. Now leave me alone.
No way forward. Lou should be tight. But come look at this.
All right, Weasel, what do you want to show me in this impressively lit mine? This place really does look great. Let's see what she's got to say.
I have an idea.
Well, good thing one of us does, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yes, that is clear. But do not worry. This cave wall looks weak, and I think I can destroy it with Big Boom, so we can go through to the other side.
You calling me stupid, Weasel? The last lady that called me dumb got used as a human shield. But anyway, Big Boom, what are you talking about, explosives?
Yes, the scientist who first made this thing did not make the word for Big Boom. The word you said. But he did make Big and Boom. I do not know why.
All right, fair enough. Sounds like you know what you're doing. Let's try it.
I have done this kind of work with Lou before. Stand back. I will set up the Big Boom.
All right, we'll do as the lady says. Stand back and wait for the boom. There it goes. And that's going to open up a tunnel that we can go through where we're going to face some cave crickets. Let's see how this goes with this new Executioner's walking cane. Okay, well, with that explosive legendary perk, it went well enough. Looks like we've got another one and some more glowing fungus to grab along the way for a challenge. Pick up some acid from the crickets. And some brain fungus while we're at it. And we make our way to a room with a rather interesting contraption on display.
It looks like a machine to kill himself. It looks like it did not work.
Let's just take a look around here and see we've got a shotgun rigged up pointing at a chair, bunch of tally marks, what the hell? So somebody's been trying to do something. It looks like he rigged up a machine to kill himself with. Might as well take some healing salve while we're here. And we've got some notes on the table from Lou's log, engine room. I found another one of them ghouls in this mine tonight. He looked just like me, but his mind was fried. I tried talking to him. Stupid. He just ran at me. If Lev's right, I could turn into one of those things at any time. Yeah, there's only one way out of this. I'm not sure I can pull a trigger on myself. I keep losing my nerve. I'm an engineer, damn it. I'll think of something. Maybe I should take the human element out of it. I'll need a workshop. This engine room will work, if I stash all the corpses somewhere. And next we'll read Lou's log, new plan. This makes no damn sense. It was such a simple idea, just sit in the chair. Since the other day I've gone through 3 chairs and 4 shotguns. I've had jams, misfires, broken chair legs, bad aim, and every other thing. I should have known everything in this mine was rusted to hell. No way I'm trying this on myself unless I'm sure it'll work. I'm here to die, not get maimed. Time for a new plan. So apparently Lou is a ghoul, and he's afraid of turning feral, so he's been trying to kill himself. There's some broken shotguns. So now we have a better idea of what exactly is going on with Lou. Let's make our way a little deeper into the mine and see what trouble awaits us next. After hearing that rather ominous, creepy sound, we can see some mole rats down below that we'll have to dispatch before we can move on. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I hate mole rats. Whoever it was at Bethesda who thought it was going to be a good idea in one Wasteland to have level 75 and level 100 mole rats, yeah, there's probably a special place in hell for that person. Right up there with the person who designed the ditches in the cranberry bog. Yeah, that takes a special kind of evil for that. But anyway, let's move on. Going a little deeper, we find a new note from Lou. Lou's log, turret repair. I finally stopped the turrets in the next room from firing on every random critter that runs by. Now they'll only activate when I press the red button. I'll be leaving on my own terms, not some damned rats. So it sounds like we'll be finding another one of Lou's Rube Goldberg-style death machines up ahead.
Sounds like a bomb crawler ahead. And it looks like Lou made another self-killing trap. Maybe you can use it against the creature.
Well, that sounds like a pretty damn good idea, Weasel, because I am very underpowered and I don't think me and a fog crawler are gonna go well together on this trip. Let's push the big red button, bring out our Berserker's explosive shotgun that we've recently acquired, and see if we can live through this nightmare. Well, the turrets are doing an excellent job. They're also doing an excellent job of killing Weasel, but as long as they keep me alive, that's fine. And we'll go ahead and hit the big red button again. Finish him off, why not? There we go. Oh no, they're killing me too. That's not what I want. Stop killing me. Stop killing me. What'd I ever do to you, turrets? Alright, so we'll wait for them to stop attacking, loot the fog crawler, and make our way over to the terminal by that door, which we most likely need to use to open it. Indeed we do. We'll open the door and see what new fangled death trap Lou has made for us this time. But first, it looks like we're going to have to deal with a couple more cave crickets. Nothing our walking cane and fancy legendary explosive perk can't handle. And before we know it, the whole mine starts to tremble. As we get into another lit room here where Lou clearly has something else going on, let's see what Weasel has to say.
That building looks like the way forward.
Well, I guess she doesn't have much to say, so it does indeed look like the way forward. We've got another big red button, and nothing bad ever happens after pushing a big red button, so let's push it and see what happens.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you know, Weasel, I got a pretty bad feeling about this too. Oh, this is bad, and the floor is dropping out and dropping us into some water in a deep cavern with some frogs. Okay, well, that's nothing we can't handle.
You should have seen your face when it looked like you were going to die. That was funny. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah, laugh it up, Weasel. Funny, funny, ha, ha, ha. Okay. Well, up ahead, I see a Radscorpion. In fact, not just one, but two Radscorpions that we're gonna have to deal with somehow. We'll see if this explosive shotgun can do anything for us. So far, it's not very effective, but it did manage to take down Weasel. That's what she gets for laughing at me. She thinks she's so funny with her talking animal collar. This is... okay, we got one. We got one. Can we deal with the rest? Let's find out. Alright, we've got one more to... oh, there's another one behind me. That's very bad. Come on, get down to 40% health, so oh. Okay, there's one death. For those of you waiting for Old Man McRib to have a bad time, here it comes. And it's hitting us again. And this is not going to end well, is it? Come on, come on. And I think I blew myself up. Let's see if we can finally get through this on the third try. Let's be a bit more methodical here. We'll try to cripple some limbs, cripple the stinger. And this time we've got Weasel back to help, but there's still two of them here. Oh, this is a very bad time to be a meme build, ladies and gentlemen. I do not recommend it, but I think we're gonna win this one. All right, one down. And come on, come on, come on. Don't let me get stuck in vats in my Pip-Boy. Oh no, there's another one. Okay, come on. We can do this. We can do this. I know we can do it. The face is the weak point on these scorpions, but there's two of them. Okay, this time I've switched to my quad shotgun. That will help me not blow my own legs off and not need to reload as much. Weasel's down. I know there's still one Radscorpion around here somewhere. I could hear it. All right, we've got a lot more ammunition in the chamber. Let's... Oh, there we go. And it's already weak. Yeah, come on. Come on. Tunnel through the dirt and find us. We're gonna get you this time. One more shot. Come on. Yes! Victory is ours. Finally, we have done it. We have defeated the Radscorpions against all odds. And now it's time for Weasel to make something else explode.
Wall here. We'll try to get through it with a big boom again. Do not stand near the big boom when it goes off.
Yeah, Weasel, I know the drill. Make it go big boom or whatever it is you need to call it. There we go. We open up another tunnel, and this one, when we make it through, we're in a much more brightly lit chamber with some old construction equipment and nothing but some cave crickets between us and Lou. And we know we can handle cave crickets. Well, in this case, it's just one single cave cricket. We'll take care of it and hear what Weasel has to say.
I hear Lou working up ahead. I will stay here. You should be the one to handle this part.
All right, Weasel. I'll handle it. I'll head on up ahead and see Lou. For whatever reason, you don't want to talk to him. Now, one thing I want to try, I've done this a few times before and never flipped these breaker switches. There's one on each rock pillar, and I wonder if this will cause an explosion or not. So there's a circuit breaker. We'll just keep sneaking around here. I don't want to initiate the conversation until I can trip them all. Because this is Old Man McRib after all, and you know, maybe there's a way to make this explode and kill Lou and completely ruin our quest. I doubt it, but maybe. Maybe it'll just blow up and not work. Okay, there's a thing in the middle here. I don't see a switch. We'll head back around. There's another rock column all the way on the other side. I think if I get too close to Lou, it's going to trigger the conversation, and I don't want that to happen until I've had a chance to flip all 4 of these switches, now that I know there are 4. One more. Or was that the one I already flipped? No, that was a different one. Nothing happened. Well, that's kind of sad. Oh well, let's go talk to Lou and see what he's got to say. Yeah, no buttons or anything. Well, maybe his contraption just didn't work. That's a shame. Well, we tried to be evil and murder him, even though he was trying to kill himself reluctantly. It didn't work. Let's talk to him.
Okay, I'm listening.
I've disabled all your explosives. So that's what the switches did. Okay, well, that was obviously not Old Man McRib's intention. The goal was to blow everything up, but at least there's special dialogue for the action, so that's kind of cool. I guess we'll just roll with it. Go ahead. I'd like to see you try to blow us up now.
Fine, I will. Oh, hell. It still ain't working. You must have went disconnected all my demo charges, didn't you? You gone through all the trouble not to get here. Lord, after stopping Old Man from off himself. What do you want?
Well, I wouldn't have braved your death traps if I didn't need your help, old man.
I get you, but I got a good reason to do what I'm doing. In case it ain't obvious, I'm one of them rad-soaked ghouls. Been that way going on 25 years. Ain't no way to live. Killing myself's the only way to keep people safe. Of course, that's harder than you'd think.
This is still pretty early in the Fallout timeline, so let's ask. What's a ghoul?
Take a good look. Ghoul's not the name I'd choose. It's the name someone would give a monster. Of course, some of them are. They gone feral. Anyway, I don't know how it works in that. You're asking the wrong person. I just know getting a big old dose of radiation seems to make people change like this sometimes.
Well, you do kinda look like a monster.
Thanks, Jagoff. Got any more words of encouragement?
Well, you're not mindless like the feral ghouls.
Not yet. How do you think those ferals get that way? All I know is I can't be around people when that happens. Best to seal myself away.
Don't be stupid. There's gotta be a better way.
You come here and insult me, Jagoff? I thought my way around this. I made peace. And I won't go out my way. Not losing my mind and chowing down on my friend's bones. This unnatural walking corpse of a body. It ain't no way to live. Say I go back with the insta. What happens if I change for the worse and end up killing others? And what happens if people have trouble putting me down? So I end up killing them all. What then?
Yeah, Lou, none of that's my problem. We just need you for the job.
Okay. If I do this job for you, you gotta help me off myself after it's done. It's gotta be you. I don't want nobody else knowing about this.
All right, Lou, you got yourself a deal. I'll help you kill yourself in order to protect others. Yeah, that's why. Not because I'm evil. Not at all because Old Man McRib is a grumpy, evil old bastard who just wants to kill you and eat your corpse.
Then you've got a deal. I'll be counting on you. Remember, not a word to the others about what I was out here doing or why. Not even Fisher. Don't want him thinking less of me. And I don't want to cause any of them fright. Now, let's hear about this job.
Yeah, let's get you back to Crater first. We'll let Meg fill you in.
If you say so. I trust Meg, so if there's something she needs done, I'll do it. You go on ahead back to Crater. I gotta get things in order around here, so nothing happens to it while I'm gone. Meet you there. Just because I said I helped Nat, don't mean I'm happy about it.
If we hang around for a minute, we get some dialogue from Lou and Weasel.
Don't you never forget what you promised.
I am glad we found Lou.
Oh, Weasel, I'm glad we found Lou too. And Lou, don't you worry, Old Man McRib will definitely not forget what he promised. He's very much looking forward to keeping that promise. And with that, our next step is to return to Meg and let her know how things turned out. But before we do that, we'll take on the first quest the Foundation settlers tasked us with in our next episode. I'm thinking that I'll switch back and forth between Crater and Foundation until we reach the point of no return, and at that point I'll decide who to finally side with to raid the vault. Remember, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes or any of the other Fallout 76 content I post every week on the channel. Till next time, I'm Fisty McRib.